Even aliens need affection. Here's a look at the QMX QFig Alien Facehugger. The facehugger from Alien is a terrifying creature that springs out of the dark to wrap around the face and turn you into a living incubator. But in our version of the xenomorph, he's just the side of adorable as he emerges from his egg oozing green slime, about 3.5 inches tall and sitting on an alien terrain base. The facehugger is holding a free hug sign, letting you know that the murderous alien parasites need love too. This cute QFig wants to give you free hugs. What could go wrong? What could be better than a friendly facehugger? Before we get a closer look at this QFig, the first thing we're going to want to do is figure out how tall it actually stands. So I'm going to take my tape measure right to the very top, right there. And what I am going to do is I'm going to move it away from the base. Because if I don't, that laser is going to hit the top of the base and it's not going to give me the proper reading. So I'm going to go ahead and move it on over here. Probably the further, the better. I'm going to stop it right about there. And the QFig of the facehugger is 4.1 inches in height. We can switch that over to centimeters, revealing that the facehugger is 10.6 centimeters tall. First, we'll tackle the display base before we move on over to the alien egg itself. As you can see, the base itself is a perfect circle, and I do like the fact that they outlined it in the black instead of actually having the alien terrain moved off to the edge. It does give you a more finished, polished look. In addition to that, if you look at it from the side, you can see that they've made a glowing line of neon green. There are a few little areas that's a little on the messier side, but overall, I do like the look of that. So, like I said, the base looks like it's almost glowing. Flip the base upside down, and you can see underneath, you're treated to Alien QFig Facehugger from the folks over at QMX. You can head on over to their website at www.qmxonline.com. And to state down below, this is an adult collectible. It's not intended for use by children. But the terrain, though, is a nice little touch. There are a few little areas that aren't painted the same swamp green as everything else, but you can see almost the roots that are forming out from the bottom of the egg. It does have almost a real slimy look to it. I might have even just enhanced that further by adding a clear coat on top of it, so it would have really made it look wet and slimy. As we move certainly further up from the base, now we're treated to the egg itself. And I love the fact that they added all this oozing slime down the side. I don't know why it reminds me of Winnie the Pooh's honey pot. This is not the kind of honey you want to be going near, but it is trickling its way all the way down on all the sides of the egg. And you can see it's got a real nice surface to it. Short of the fact, again, like the base itself, it doesn't have any real slimy sheen to it. That's one thing I probably would have added just on top of it. It does have some really nice rich color. Darker green down by the bottom, and as it gets further up to the top where the tops of the egg fold open like the peels of a banana, right here it gets a little bit more lighter, almost like a brownish beige color, and that is really a nice touch. As, of course, we look at the inside of the egg, before we get to the sign that the facehugger is holding, you can see all the mucus slime just sitting on the sides of the egg itself. Of course, the facehugger is popping its way up, revealing inside an actual free hug sign. I don't know if I would be willing to listen to a sign like that. I'm all for the idea of free hugs, but I don't know, from a facehugger, almost seems like a bad idea. It looks like it's actually been made out of cardboard, though it's got, of course, more of the painted surface of plastic, but it almost looks like the facehugger would have used like a cardboard or wood material to craft the sign. It does beg the question, though, does the facehugger have the means to write messages? Because I'd be curious who wrote the message of free hugs. The facehugger does have some nice detailing done to it, both the inside as well as the outside. You can see right there. I like the way it's gripping and holding it, almost like somebody would be holding a small cell phone. It's primarily kept just to that beige color. I think, again, there could have been an opportunity presented there that they probably could have added a darker color, maybe just banding it around the areas of the sculpt, just to make it a little bit more contrast, because it really is just that one color. Now, QFigs are more super stylized pieces. This is a case where it's not necessarily a character, but more so a facehugger. I think the end result is a nice looking piece. It's a fun piece and plays well to the character. A facehugger, you know, is not something you want to be going up close and personal with. So the idea of it actually holding a free hug sign is a fun touch. I think it's really clever on QMX's part that they would have designed a QFig of a facehugger, not simply just sticking outside of an egg, because that gets a little boring, but by incorporating a little bit of inside humor, I think you've got yourself a nice fun piece to put on display. I really should be collecting more of these QFigs, because all the QFigs I've looked at in the past have brought a big smile to my face. Somewhat ironic that I'm actually saying that, because up to this point, all the other ones that we've looked at have had faces. Eyes, nose, mouth. That's how a face looks. And yet, Facehugger doesn't have it, and brings just as much fun to the table when you have it on display. The neat thing about the QFigs that I probably have stated in the past is that they don't take up a lot of space. They're fun little collectibles to look at, but if you're somebody like myself that has fleeting space with their collection ever growing, these are ideal collectibles to be putting on display. Super stylized, and usually half the time the characters themselves are super happy. Although you can't really convey the emotion here with the facehugger, you can certainly convey the idea that the facehugger wants a free hug. And I know the offer seems tempting to lean down and actually get a free hug from the facehugger, but I would say resist that urge. If you've seen enough of the Alien movies, you know leaning down to look at a facehugger is probably not a good idea, whether he's offering free hugs or not. What do you guys think of the QFig Facehugger Alien? Let me know down below in the comments section whether you've picked the figure up for yourself or based on this review, and this review alone. If you also like free hugs, let me know. Maybe not get, like I said, free hugs from facehuggers. Bad idea. If you guys are also new to this channel and enjoying all the content you're seeing, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below to turn the bell notification on. And that, yes, to come back to this channel, not necessarily for free hugs, but certainly for free brisk iced tea. Something that's always readily available whenever we do premieres. There's new videos always popping up Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you keep your alien peepers peeled to this channel and make sure you're coming back for new videos. And as always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.